A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
They'll begin the drive with Carey. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On second down, Carey. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on third, eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Gone, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On first down, gone. He gets it to Cooks. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second and a yard, Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 60 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Mahomes to throw once more. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break the tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Goff on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. I'm going to protect you.
He's brought down back at the 48 yard line.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Third and long. It's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and
Throwing on second down. Goff. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Rams on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. Second and goal. Throwing again is Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Rams on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now it's gone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. On 2nd down now. It's Douglas. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. They go play action. Now Mahomes. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean with an exclamation? Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Turnover. That's what we do. Other way. Let's go.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick 6, and then decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is,
he's got a man, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Goff. It's Kelsey on the ground. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Rams to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain. Stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a lot through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, touchdown Chiefs.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
The point after is good, and that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Switch it.
Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 51 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now gone. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. .51 yards on the punt there.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Douglas, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Carey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
2 for 1.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff, incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley.
this possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Rams on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So Jared Goff in the offense. Down by 15. A minute 54 on the clock. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Yellow. Our little ladies. Hey, 57.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Steps away to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 2nd down, it's Douglas. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Douglas, and he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Douglas. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Douglas, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. They'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.